and welcome to this week's weekly intelligence insights from At Risk International's Global Risk Intelligence team. I'm Ross Hill, Director of Intelligence for the team, and starting us off this week. Today, on February the 6th, there was a very large earthquake in southern Turkey, measuring 7.8 magnitude. It also affected northern Syria and was felt right down into Lebanon and Cyprus. It was followed by several aftershocks, all measuring above 6 in magnitude. And then around 1:30 p.m. Local time, there was a second earthquake measuring 7.5 in magnitude, with officials confirming that that wasn't an aftershock. It's the strongest earthquakes in Turkey for around 80 years, and actually one of the strongest globally in around the last 10 years or so. Obviously going to be a significant impact to infrastructure in the affected areas, with a strong potential for further aftershocks. Already reported more than 2,000 deaths and several thousand injuries. Those numbers are likely to increase pretty rapidly, with the US Geological Service assessing there could actually be several thousand casualties, and the economic impact for Turkey could actually be up to around 2% of its GDP. For our second story this week, on Saturday, the US shot down a Chinese spy balloon. They'd been tracking it for several days. It originally entered US airspace in Alaska on January the 28th before moving down into Canada and then back into the US again. Another spy balloon actually reportedly flying over Latin America. And it's not the first time that Chinese balloons have been spotted over the US, as well as in Europe and Asia. China claiming that it was actually a weather balloon that had unintentionally entered US airspace, but that's clearly not true. I mean, the US has been tracking it for several days. It stopped and loitered over sensitive military sites and kind of moved around fairly freely. But China condemning the shoot down as an overreaction. The US is now, though, working to recover any debris, to see what kind of capability the balloon had, and maybe also see exactly what kind of intelligence it was collecting. The incident overall prompted Secretary of State Antony Blinken to postpone a visit to China at the end of last week. But there are kind of unlikely to be any sort of immediate repercussions. But given that it was such an overt kind of operation by China particularly, it's very damaging to US and China relations, which the Blinken visit due to happen last week was hoping to kind of repair some of those relationships or stabilize them a bit. And it's a bit of a strange incident where really it's kind of unclear what China's actual intent was. As far as is known at the moment, those balloons don't have any greater capability than, say, satellite technology, although maybe they can kind of hover and stay in an area for a bit of a longer period of time. That in terms of kind of like image resolution and things like that, maybe it's not greater than China might have access to. And then also given how easy it is to actually spot the balloon, and then the timing of the operation around Blinken's planned visit. So lots of theories going around, ranging from actual intent to sabotage Blinken's visit, just to test Biden's resolve against China, and actually down to just a mistake in the timing of the operation by China, with maybe President Xi not even being aware that the operation was taking place. That's it from us this week. We hope you enjoyed the content, and we hope to see you soon.